Startups are hiring AI engineers every single day. What if I told you it's actually a gold mine for sales? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to find the hottest startups that are scaling fast, use that data to reach the right decision makers, and book meetings with them on autopilot. So stick around because at the end of this video, we'll have a repeatable system to get in front of the fastest growing companies before everyone else is. So when startups invest in tech talent, it usually means three things. One, they're building a new product. Two, they're improving the technology. And three, they're preparing to scale. And if they're about to scale their products, that means they need help with marketing and sales too. So how do we find these companies? Well, we're going to be using a platform called Wellfound, formerly known as Angelus. It's a platform where startups post jobs and connect with investors, but we're going to use it to find companies actively hiring for AI talent. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. My name is Sal, and I scaled my self-team agency from $0 all the way to $80,000 a month in about 8 months. And I did this by building inside high ROI sales systems built in no-code tools like Make.com. My success has been heavily documented in many communities that I was part of from the beginning, and many of my viewers have already landed their first clients using this exact same methods that I'm about to show you. So the goal of this channel was to teach you how to use AI and automation the real way so you can build and sell high ROI sales systems from $2,000 all the way to $10,000, build a profitable sales team agency, achieve financial freedom so you can live the life that you want. So the way we're going to do this is first I'll show you how to reach high growth startups before anyone else, book meetings with decision makers at the perfect time, and automate the entire process while keeping it personal. And at the end, I'm going to leave you all the resources you're going to need in description like always. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so why we are targeting companies actively hiring for AI talent? Well, it's a pain-sniffing tactics, okay? And what I mean by that, it's all about identifying companies that are going through a stage where they are facing challenges, often growth related, and offering them a solution that addresses that pain. So in our example, when a startup hires AI engineers or tech talent, they're likely scaling their product or technology. They're focusing on improving their business, which might mean they're struggling to scale other areas like sales or customer acquisition. So what we do is we spot that growth and we position ourselves with the perfect solution. And by offering a solution to automate their sales outreach when they're likely focused on tech, we are identifying and addressing a pain point that might not be fully explored yet: how to scale sales without adding extra headcount or manual effort. So what we're doing is basically swooping in with a relevant high-value solution at the right time, which is exactly what a pain-sniffing tactic is about. Okay, so how do we find these opportunities? Well, we use job platforms like LinkedIn, Angelus, or Wellfound to find startups hiring AI engineers. We also can look at company growth signals, which means we look for job listings posted recently indicating current hiring and in growing tech fields like AI. And we're going to be focusing on roles like AI engineer, data scientist, machine learning engineer, etc., etc. Okay, so now that you understand the theory behind it, let me just go ahead and show you exactly how to do it in a real life sales system. Okay, so step one is we're going to scrape Wellfound, formerly known as Angelus. And Wellfound is basically a website where startups and job seekers connect. Startups post job openings and people looking for work, especially in tech, apply for them. It's like LinkedIn, but better, but specifically for startups, okay? And how do we scrape Wellfound? Well, we're going to be using an API scraper, and I'm going to walk you through step by step. And then what we're going to do is we're going to enrich the decision maker, meaning we're going to find the exact decision maker. And we're going to use a platform called Exa AI to do it. And I'm going to show you again how. And then we're going to find the decision maker so we can reach out to them like directly. And how we're going to use an email enrichment platform to do it. Okay, so step one, scrape Wellfound, formerly known as Angelus, using API scraper. And then we're going to enrich the decision maker, right? And then we're going to find the decision maker's email. And the fourth step is we're going to clean the job titles and clean dates. Now you might be wondering, Saad, why? Well, we're going to use this in our copy because mentioning the exact job posting date makes our message feel more personalized and relevant, okay? So instead of saying, I saw your job posting recently, which sounds vague and generic, we say, I saw your job posting on January 24th, which feels specific and timely. So it makes the outreach feel like it was written just for them, not some mass email. This small detail helps build trust and increases the chance of getting a reply. And then we're going to use AI to personalize the message at scale so we can scale our outreach without losing quality, okay? And the last step is we're going to push all our leads or our personalization or our copies to our cold email software of choice, which is going to be Instantly. And Instantly is basically a cold email software where we can send thousands of outreach messages per day to these ideal clients. Okay, so this is what we're going to be building today. Now, let me walk you through each step in detail, okay? So let's zoom in. So scrape Wellfound, formerly known as Angelus. So I'm going to go to wellfound.com, formerly known as Angelus, and where startups and job seekers connect. So I'm going to scroll down. And as you guys can see, there's big platforms here. Big companies, DoorDash, Honey, Peloton, Roblox. So these are startups who used their platform. That's interesting. So we're going to scroll down. And then we're going to go to job by location. Okay. And then let's just choose New York City for now. Okay. All right. So show me any roles hiring in New York. So what I'm going to do is show me artificial intelligence engineer hiring in the United States. So United States, simply type in United States and click on search. Okay. So these are all companies. So we have 6,000 company actively hiring for artificial intelligence engineers in the United States. Okay. And these are big companies, right? So Frontier Laundry, custom AI platforms. Wow. That's a really nice website. That's a really good looking website. I just know that just landing a deal with this company could be thousands of dollars. Our secure AI platform integrates custom large language models, machine learning, domain specific adjustment capabilities. That's a big that's a big company. Okay. So what we're going to do is now that we have this, we have these companies now, we have 6,000 companies. How do we actually scrape them? So we're going to go back to our presentation and then we're going to use an Apify scraper. So I'm just going to go to Apify. Okay. And I'm going to look for, so go to this search bar, type in Wellfound. And it's going to be this one, Wellfound Premium Job Scraper. So click on it. Okay. Click on try for free. All right. And click save here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead to my Wellfound, right, platform, and then just copy this URL, Control C, and then scroll down, go to advanced options, and then you see this job listing URL, just paste in URL here, okay? And then in terms of max items, let's just choose 2,200, okay? So 2,200 companies. And then in terms of proxy configurations, just make sure it's residential, okay? Run options, click on no timeout, okay? And click on save and start, okay? So now the scraper is going to go ahead and scrape all of this data for me, okay? So we're just going to have to wait, it's probably going to take us like 15 minutes to scrape all these leads. If I go to log, we're going to see, there you go. So fetching job details from, etc., etc. So what we're going to do is going to wait like 15 minutes to wait for the scraper until it finishes scraping, and I'm going to get back to you, okay? Okay, so it took us 15 minutes to scrape 2,200 leads, which is awesome. So there you go. We have the job type, we have the job ID, job listing posted, which is awesome. And then we have the salary, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so now that I have all my leads ready, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building my system. So I'm going to go to make.com, which is my no-code tool of choice. And everything is going to be no-code. You do not need to be a programmer, etc., etc. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, okay? So step one is going to click on this plus button, go to Apify, okay? And click on get data set items, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to connect your Apify account. So click on add. And then you're going to have to go to settings, okay? Go to settings. And then go to API and integration. And then just copy your API key, which is your API, default API token created on sign up. Then go back to make. Go to connection type, Apify API token, and then let's just name this Wellfound AI system. Okay, paste in your API key here, click on save, and there you go. Now, step two, we're gonna go back to the actor, and you're gonna scroll up, and you're gonna go to storage, and it's gonna be dataset ID. So copy this dataset ID, go back, paste in here, go to limit, just put 1 for now, okay? And click on save, and then click on run once. So this is the company here. So we have access to it. So let me just scroll down and walk you through the data that we have, okay? So company, go to company, you'll see Frontier Foundry, which is the exact company that we have here. Okay, so successful. So what I'm going to do now is, let me go back to my presentation. So we're going to scrape Wellfound. We've done that. Now we're going to enrich the decision maker how using XAI. Now, XAI is a powerful platform to enrich data from leads that you're going to scrape from any platform. Okay, I think you're scraping Apollo or LinkedIn, any platform really. XA can help you find decision makers, their emails, etc., etc., etc. So now that I have all this data, I'm going to click on this plus button and let me go back to my presentation. So we scraped Wellfound. Now we're going to enrich the decision maker and we're going to use XAI. So if you guys don't know what XAI is, basically it's a powerful platform that acts like Google but on steroids. Essentially, I can just go to, for example, websites and I can just type in any target. I can just type in engineers at AI startups in New York who know design. I can type in e-commerce businesses who are currently running ads. And AXA can go ahead and scour the internet and just give me that data along with the decision makers. I would highly recommend you check my last video where I showed you how to find companies actively running ads and the exact same, like the exact ad that they're currently running, which is crazy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use their API and I'm going to walk you through step by step. So I want you to pay attention to this part. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to XAI, and once you sign in, you're just going to have to sign in with your Google account. Okay. So I'm going to go to API dashboard and just follow along. I'm going to go to API key. You see this API key? Go to API key. Okay. And this is your API key. Now I'm going to go back to make, click on this plus button, go to HTTP, look for make a request, okay, and follow along, okay? So here is the data that I want you to query, basically. It's api.xai/search, control V, and URL. Method is going to be post, okay? So post, go to add headers, and the name is going to be content type, so content type, and it's going to be application/JSON, okay? Scroll down, click on add header, okay? The name here, I'm gonna go back and just copy. I believe it's gonna be accept, yeah. So copy application JSON again. It's accept, and it's gonna be application JSON again. And then again, you're gonna click on add headers, all right? And it's gonna be authorization, so authorization. And now you're going to have to paste in your API keys. So go to API keys, simply click on this button, which is copy, go back, paste that in here, okay, in the value. And then you're going to go to body type, it's going to be raw. Content type is going to be JSON, okay? Go back, and I want you to query this address right here, okay? Content type is going to be query company name. So the company name is basically just the company name. Let me just map it. So company is name, okay? So we're querying company name, right? So company name founder. So we want to talk to founders, the decision makers of this company, which is Frontier Foundry, okay? I believe it's a French company. And click on save, okay? Now, if I run once, we have an error. So API headers, I believe it's bear, yeah. I think it's bear, maybe? Yeah, it's bear. So this is an authentication. We'll click on save. Yeah, we're not going to have an error now. And then let's look at this data right here. Frontier Foundry founder. And I believe you can't see anything. So let me just put this right here. And then let's look at the results, which is an array. Scroll down. Sultan and Frontier Foundry. So let's just look for this person actually. Okay, so co-founder, CEO at Frontier Foundry. Okay, so the data is pretty accurate. Okay, so awesome. Yeah. 10,000 followers. All right, so we now validated that our enrichment works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use AI to take in this full name, right? And essentially, as you guys see here, we have Sultan M. Now, this is not their actual first and last name. This is the first name, but this is their last name. But if I look through here, there's Sultan. I don't know what this last name is. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed in the LinkedIn along with the title, all right, to AI, and AI is going to basically read through this data and basically find, or should I say, retrieve the full name, and it's probably going to be from the LinkedIn, okay? And the reason why is because the next step is going to be finding their emails. And if you really want to find an accurate email of that person, you need to feed in the right first and last name, okay? So this is exactly what I'm going to do. And obviously, I have a prompt for that. You already know that. So I'm going to click on this plus button. I'm going to use Entropic Claude, create a prompt. Obviously, you need if you want to use any AI model, just go ahead and use it. Perplexity, OpenAI, etc. I just like Claude. So I'm going to go my process internal model is going to be Sinet, max tokens just 8050. Add messages, click on add messages. User is going to be content, type is going to be text. And I believe I have this prompt in my 7-figure prompts. And don't worry, I'm going to leave you everything you need. So rest assured. I think it's, clean names. All right, let me just copy it and just paste in here. And that's it. And click on save. And I believe, I need to map in the correct data. Okay, so let me go to data, results, title, and LinkedIn URL. So the LinkedIn URL, which is this URL. Yeah. So retrieve the person's full name from this title and their LinkedIn URL, typically reflected in the URL and the person's profile information. Okay, so I'm going to click on save and then let's just run once. Okay, let's just read through this. So Sultan Megji. Okay, awesome. So now what we're going to do is essentially just parse this. And the reason why we have this JSON here, which is like results equal Sultan, is because AI models, they output spaces and I don't like it, okay? I don't like when they output spaces. It's just annoying, man, because when we want to add this to our copy, we just had weird new lines and I don't want to deal with it. And trust me, you don't want to deal with it too. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this plus button, look for JSON, parse JSON. Okay, and then I'm just going to map in the text response, click on save. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, save anyway, auto-align this. I have the first and last name, I have their website URL. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to use an email enrichment platform to find the emails. Okay, so I'm going to click on this plus button. So there's really two ways. I can either use my own email enrichment platform, which we came up with for our community, which is essentially once a member just joins, instead of them paying $400 for any email finders and LinkedIn like scrapers, etc., they can just get access to the tools that are in-house, right? Which significantly lowers the cost. They can actually focus on the high ROI tasks, which is actually doing the work, you know? So because I know many people that are going to be watching this video don't have access to this. So I'm going to walk you through what you should be doing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose an email enrichment platform. Okay. So before I actually do this, let me go back to my presentation. So enrich decision maker is an X that was done, and then find decision maker's email. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to choose find the email, for example. And what I'm going to do is because if I try to open a new account using this browser, they're not going to allow me to do it just because I'll get blocked, okay? Just because they don't allow you to create new accounts, okay? So what I'm going to do, just because I want to teach you how to do it, I'm just going to go to Opera, which is another browser that I have, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose a VPN. So I'm going to choose one that I have, Proton VPN, okay? And I'm just going to connect it. Okay, so I connected my VPN. Now I'm going to go to find email. Okay. Click on sign up. And hopefully they don't block me. And I'm going to choose an email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose an email that I have. And this instantly account, I have many email accounts. Now, in your case, you don't have to deal with this. Okay. But I just need to show you basically step by step because I'm cognitive of your watching experience. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect this email account here. And I'm going to click on add new account so I can receive the email verification. And I believe this is the password. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my other browser, paste in the email, and hopefully we don't get blocked. So it looks like we're not going to get blocked. Thank you. All right, so let me just refresh this email, and then we have verify, and I'm going to click on copy clean link, go back, paste it in here. Thank you. Okay. Oof. Finally. So next, Maya process 1 to 5, and hopefully, okay. I thought they were going to prompt me to enter my phone number, and there's their onboarding. Okay, perfect. So now we're going to go to API. Okay, so go to API. Let's just name this API key. And this is our API key. Copy it. Okay. Then we're going to go back, close all of these tabs so you don't get overwhelmed. Go back to make. And then we're going to look for find email. Find an email from a name and domain. Click on it, and it's going to be add. So click on add. Paste in your API key. Let's name this Wellfound AI system. Click on save. Okay. And then go to name, and the name is going to be, okay, so we can't get access to this data just yet. So I'm going to click on this run, and then results equals, for example, my name. Okay, so now I can get access to it. All right, click on add again, paste your API key, Wellfound AI system. Click on save. And full name is going to be the results, and website is going to be website. I believe it's website or URL. Okay, so URL, which is this one right here. Let's save this, and then let's just run once. Okay, so we found the email. Contact. All right, so Sultan McG. And there's the email of the co-founder, CEO. Awesome. So now I have this data. What I'm going to do is I want to make sure this system is fully scalable for everyone who's watching this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this system in half, where we're going to basically gather the data, enrich the decision maker, clean up the name, find the email, and then send it to another make.com scenario. The reason why, because we want to make sure we handle rate limits from AXA or Entropic, just in case there's an error. And what I would recommend, whenever you build these sort of workflows and you want to, build these workflows for clients, you want to sell them, make sure to always don't have like a system that has 100 modules, okay? Split the workflows into multiple scenarios, and let me just walk you through how you can do it. So we're going to click on this plus button, and then we're going to look for HTTP, and it's going to be make a request, okay? And then we're just going to leave this here. And then we're going to go again to scenarios. We're going to create a new scenario, okay? So this scenario is going to be part 1. And the scenario 2 is going to be part 2, which is going to catch all of this data from the previous scenario. It's kind of like send in a ball to your friend. Like, just send them in a ball, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to webhooks, and then it's going to be custom webhook. And then click on add. Make sure to go to show advanced settings, toggle get requests, HTTP methods. Make sure you do it. Took me a lot of troubleshooting to understand this. So webhook name is going to be Wellfound. Wellfound. Let me just type this. So Wellfound AI system. AI system callback. Okay, and click on save. Now we're just going to copy this address, and this is where we're going to receive the data. Go to HTTP, paste that in here. Method is going to be post. No headers. Click on parse response, go to body type, raw. Content type is going to be JSON. And now we have to follow along. So let me just zoom in. So we're going to send email, which is going to be the found email, which is here. We're going to send again the full name, which is going to be result. And again, we're going to send the job title, which is the job title that we have here, which is job title. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send again. What do we need? Yeah. Date posted. Yeah, date posted. And it's going to be date posted. Okay.
close the bracket, click on save, and we're going to add another filter here. So condition, only if the email is found, obviously, exists. So email found, question mark, click on save. And then we're going to go to integration here, click on save again, run once, okay? And then we're going to run this, okay? So we sent that data and we received this here, okay? Awesome. So now I'm going to click on this plus button, go to JSON, parse the JSON, and then let's just hard code this for now. So Control C, paste that in here, click on save. If I run once, oh yeah, I forgot to, I don't know where this came from. Let me just run this. Okay, so I have now well-structured data. So email, full name, job title, date posted. Okay, so step 3, click on this plus button, and let's go back to our presentation. So we scraped Wellfound again, and there's decision maker, find the emails. Now we're gonna clean the job titles and clean the dates, okay? So I have a prompt for that. You better believe I do. So I'm gonna go to Entropic Claude, create a prompt. Again, you can use Gemini AI model, like any AI model that you want, okay? Go to connection, I'm gonna use this one right here. Model is gonna be the latest one. Max token 750, add messages, role is going to be user, content is going to be text, and text is going to be basically the prompt. So I'm going to go to my prompt, which is clean dates. Yeah, let's just clean the date. I believe, is this the one? Yeah, I think it's the one, yeah. All right, so let's paste that in here and let's add outputs the result only in the correct JSON as result equal, and then, all right, so save this, and then let's just unlink this, okay? Just because if you want to access to this data, we need to send the webhook again, okay? So let me just run once now, and there you go. Results February 3rd, awesome. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy this, paste that in here because we want to parse that JSON, okay? So parse the JSON here, which is text response. And again, I'm just gonna Control C both of these modules, paste here, just for ease of use. And then now we're gonna clean the job titles. If you guys noticed here, we have artificial intelligence engineer. Now we want artificial, or we want AI engineer, okay? That's it. We don't want AI and artificial engineers just because we want to say, hey, I saw you posted a job about an AI engineer, not an artificial intelligence engineer. And these people are tech savvy, so they would understand that, they understand this is a variable in our copy. Now we want to make sure we cover all our bases, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back again, and I have cleaned the job titles. I believe I have the prompts for this. Job titles, cleaner prompts. So let me just copy this again. And I'm going to leave you the prompts as always. Go back and then go back here, paste in the prompt here while leaving the results in the JSON, and put job here. So we're going to put the job title here to job title. Okay, click on save, parse JSON. We're going to have to map in the correct one and then save this and then run once. Ignore settings, run anyway. And there you go. AI engineer. Awesome. So now what we're going to do, we have all this data, right? We have cleaned the job titles, cleaned the dates, found the decision maker's email, enriched the decision maker. We've done everything. Now what we're going to do is we're going to personalize the message at scale. And before we actually do this, let me walk you through our dream email that we're going to be sending to our ideal clients, okay? So let me just make sure my camera is not going to stop recording. Perfect. And let me just scroll down. And this is our dream email. So it's going to be, hey, first name, which is the first name of that lead, saw that company name, recently posted an opening for job title, posted on dates. That's a strong signal of growth. So congrats. Hiring new team members show you're focused on scaling your tech, which is exciting. I'd imagine you're probably thinking about how to scale your sales outreach just as quickly, right? If so, I can help you find and engage with ideal clients through outbound sales systems, which is now I'm pitching my offer. It's like having a supercharged sales rep working 24/7 without adding the headcount. Now, if you notice, my tone is founder to founder, and I'm reaching out to these companies because they are hiring for tech talent, and they are tech savvy, so they appreciate more of a founder to founder tone. Okay, more a little bit more casual. If you're reaching out to, let's say, more of an enterprise clients, then I would go a little bit, just tiny bit more formal. Okay, so that said, I imagine there's probably already a lot going on with the tech side. So if I'm off base, no worries. If there's a way we can make sales automation work for you, though, I'd love to chat. Thanks for the time, Sa. And I believe we forgot the company name. Oh yeah, we forgot the company name. So no worries. Company name. And it's gonna be the name, yeah. Which is, let me scroll down, name. And make sure to add. And that's pretty much it. Let me just save this. And then now, let's actually run this end to end, okay? So I'm gonna click on this plus button. And I believe I'm gonna have to click on sets, yes, tools, set variable. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back to my presentation right here, and then I'm just gonna copy it, Control C, go back, paste that in here, dream email, okay, just named the variable name is gonna be dream email. So hey first name, so we're just gonna map the correct data, okay? And before I actually do this, let me save this, and then let me just unlink this. And I'm gonna retrieve the full name. So click on this source button, go to set multiple variables, okay? Click on add item, and then we're gonna basically get the first name. So split full name based off a space, and then get the first one, okay? Call this first name, paste that in here, go to add items, okay? And it's gonna be last name, paste that in here, it's gonna be 2, okay? Click on save. Link this, and then now I got access to the first name, okay? So, hey, first name, saw that company name. Now I don't have the company name. So here's a little hack. 8, I believe it's 8. Not really sure. Yeah, okay. Recently posted an opening for job title, which is AI engineer, posted on date, which is date. So this is the anti-fragile method, where we basically draft in a dream email. Okay, so this is our dream email, which is handwritten, and essentially we just gather data off the internet and we just plug them into our dream email. Okay, so it's kind of like creating a cake, and the cake is our email. Okay, I love using that example. Now I'm just gonna add a new line here, and then another new line. And I'm gonna add another new line here. Thanks for the time, Saad. And dash Saad. Okay, so add this right here. And I believe that's pretty much it. I'm gonna add a dash here. And I'm gonna save this. And then I'm gonna save this again, auto align this. I'm gonna put my webhook here, link this, remove all this value and map in the correct value, save again, run once, and then let's just run from the beginning. Okay. Hey Sultan, saw that. Oh yeah. Man. That was not the correct one, right? It's company name. Okay. Let me just run once again. Okay, that was quick. Hey Sultan, saw that Frontier Foundry recently posted an opening for AI engineer posted on May 24th. That's a strong signal of growth. Congrats. Hiring new team members shows your focus on scaling your tech, which is exciting. I'd imagine you're probably thinking about how to scale your sales and outreach just as quickly. Right. Right. That's perfect. So what I'm going to do, I believe I need to add a new line here. Yeah. Click on save. And then let's just try this. Let me just close this. And then just try this at 20. Okay. Oh man, I forgot to. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop this and wait for new data. Stop and click on immediately as data is received. Delete, save, and then let's just go back. And now let's just try, for example, 5, because we still need to add one last step. So run once. Okay, we received this first one. Okay. All right. So we sent from 5 leads, we found 3 emails, which is awesome. So let's just read through this. Let's just read. Hey Don, saw that Kodiak Robotics recently posted an opening for AI engineer posted on December 24th. That's a strong signal of growth. Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Let me go back to history again. Let's read through the second one. And okay, dream email. Hey Donald, saw that DRW recently posted an opening for AI engineer posted on August 15th. Amazing. Yeah, this is what I mean by actually using AI the right way, and automation, not just building, automation that don't really do anything. So I'm going to go to instantly now, add leads to a campaign. Okay. So let me zoom out. So push to instantly to send thousands of outreach messages. Okay. Go back here and it's going to be, I believe this is the right account. Yeah. Campaign ID. I'm just going to go to, let me go to instantly and actually create a new campaign. Go to login. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is go to campaigns, go to add new, companies hiring for AI. Click continue. And then I'm going to go to sequences and I'm just going to insert personalization. Okay. Subject line is going to be company name. Let's just do saw you hiring for job title. That's it. What I'm going to do now is, or maybe let's just add first name. And you're going to see the magic. Saw you hiring for a job title. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to campaign ID, refresh. Lead email is going to be the found email that we received through our webhook data, which is email. First name is the correct first name, last name. Company name is the company name. Personalization is going to be the dream email. And scroll down and go to custom variables. Custom variable key is going to be job title. And map in the correct job title. And we're also going to add date posted. And it's going to be date, not this one actually, date posted. Because you can essentially just leverage this into your follow-ups, which is awesome. I'm going to click save, run once, save actually. And I believe that's pretty much it. Yeah, so let me just name this Wellfound AI system callback. Okay. And then this is going to be parse data. just because I want you guys to understand which, like each model, what it does. Clean, I believe this is clean job titles. No, clean dates. Okay, and it's gonna be clean job titles, and and this one is gonna be get first and last name, generate dream email, and it's gonna be push to instantly. Let's just name this callback data. Oops. Okay, let me just save this. Go back here. I'm just gonna name this get data. Enrich decision maker. And this is gonna be get full name. Oops, let me just delete this. Rename this. And there's gonna be the find emails, yeah. So find email. And then it's gonna be send data to callback. Awesome. So I'm gonna save this, and then let me just try 50. Limit save. And then before I actually do anything, I'm gonna save this. Go back. And then I can just run once now. Okay, so we received the first one. Great. And let me go back to instantly. First lead has been added. Let me read through this. Hey Sultan. Okay, so we received the first one. Okay. Preview. Awesome. Add in our leads here. Hey Don. All my leads are getting added. Preview, etc. So I can add on date posted. Yeah. Don, so you're hiring for da-da-da-da. And let me just preview this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to this email right here. Let me walk you through how the email is gonna look. Send as email. And let me go to this email right here. And this is what I mean by high quality email. So imagine receiving this. Hey Don, saw that Cardiac Robotic recently posted an opening for AI engineer, posted on November 10th. That's a strong signal of growth. Congrats. So yeah, that is amazing, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it.
Okay, so hopefully you found this video valuable. I'm going to leave you all the resources you're going to need in description, like always, including the script, the templates, and the copies so you can get up and running as quickly as possible. Thanks so much for the recent support. The channel has been taken off. And thank you so much for the daily emails that I'm receiving from my lovely subscribers. So make sure to like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.